This video is going to be all about the books that every reader wants to get. Whether this is for the holiday season, birthdays, celebrations, whatever it is, this is the list we're going to reference. For the sake of this video, I'm going to break it up into 3 parts. We're going to do budget-friendly, splurge-worthy, and the most thoughtful gifts that you can give someone. And for reference, these are all things that I would also like to receive, so I feel like it's coming from a good source. I will also link everything in the comments below, so if you just want to easily get your hands on whatever it is that I'm showing, we're making this easy for you. So if you're a reader and you're watching this for yourself and you're like, oh my gosh, I need people to actually get me gifts I want this year, just send them this video. Hi, friends and family, this is for you. Let's get into this, shall we? Let's start with budget friendly. These first 2 are going to be for someone if you know that they have a Kindle. These are some really great accessories they can put on their Kindle. So the first one for me is going to be a Kindle page turner and an anchor they can put on their bed so they can literally lay there, not moving a muscle, clicking and reading. I've had one of these and they're really great, except I didn't have the strap to hold it. So it kind of was like, why do I just have the page turner and not something to hold it up? You're gonna wanna get both of these together for it to be the most effective. Don't do like one or the other. Another thing you can do, which I personally love, is my strapsicle. You normally have 2 of them. I like reading with just 1 strap on. Do you get it? So like it doesn't slap me and fall on my face. The only thing about a strapsicle is you do need to know what type of Kindle they have so they can properly fit across the corners. And if you want to take it 1 step further, strapsicle does come with clear cases that you can use with the straps. So if you want to let them decorate their case as well, I would get the case and the strap and maybe put a really cool design inside the case or get them stickers they can decorate it with, etc. And we'll get more into that in a little bit. Homemade bookmarks. There are so many cute homemade bookmarks you can make, and this is a really budget-friendly way to do it for someone. And I actually think it would be like really emo to receive. My little cousins have done this for me before, and I use every single one they've given me. Because fact of the matter is, we need a lot of bookmarks. I just have receipts shoved in books. You can go over to Pinterest and get some ideas for it. Here are some that I personally love. I think they're so cute, a little bit different, and pretty straightforward to make. You can always go online too and get like a coloring page and print it out and then put it on some sturdy paper when you're done and do it like that. That'd be really cute if you have a little one in your life that you want to give a gift with. This would be adorable. Bonus points if you have a laminator and then you laminate it so it doesn't move around. A lot of Etsy creators sell book sleeves and Kindle cases. They look like this. I really love the look of these quilted ones. I think they're so cozy and like cottage core and just adorable, but there's so many different variations. If you know someone that's always bringing their Kindle or a book with them wherever they go, a sleeve or case to protect it is key. These are so adorable. You could also try to make one yourself. I personally have been trying to make a felt one for one of my friends. I would show it to you, but I think she might watch this video and then she's going to see what she's getting for the holidays this year. But I will link a video down below in the comments of a creator I saw making a felt Kindle case, and I was like, that's genius. So if you're like handy and you're able to do DIYs, you could try this out as well. Another really cute one is a blind date with a book. Of course, you could like go to Etsy, or a local bookstore sometimes does this too, and purchase a blind date with a book. Or you could do it yourself, either by thrifting the book or by buying a book that you know they're interested in and wrapping it up all cute. You could give them a tea bag, a highlighter, annotation tabs, maybe a little sweet treat, and wrap it up all sweet, and then just kind of put information on it based on like what they're gonna be getting into with the book. I think this would be a really sweet way to like let someone know you listen to them and are interested in their interests. And of course, you can do stickers. As I kind of mentioned previously, a lot of Etsy sellers sell really cute bookish stickers. Low-key plug, I am one of them. But it's not just me, so many people do. So if you know what their favorite book is, head on over to Etsy, type that book in and type the word sticker and get them some stickers. A lot of readers use this to decorate their Kindle case, like I mentioned earlier, or put on their phone, put on their water bottle, whatever it might be. These are super fun to get for your reader. Okay, now let's talk about splurge-worthy gifts. First and foremost, if the reader in your life does not have a Kindle, this is where we want to start. This is my Kindle. It is the Paperwhite, and this is the color Raspberry. They last forever. I recently had to upgrade mine because mine just like kaput, like it was done, life had ended. But it lasted me a long time before that happened. And if you are gonna be getting someone in your life a Kindle, I do recommend to wait until the Prime Day sales or the Black Friday sales, whatever it is, because that is when you're by far gonna get the best price on a Kindle. All the Amazon products specifically, like the price goes so low on those dates. Those are the best things to buy in those dates, and a Kindle is one of those products. So I would either recommend getting the newest generation version of a Kindle Paperwhite, or if you want to be a little bit more bougie, you could do the Color Soft. And if you know the person in your life likes to annotate and highlight while they read, this might be a really good option for them because it's in color. So they can see themselves highlighting across the screen in color. So it just depends. The Color Soft is a bit more expensive, but me personally, I don't do that when I read or organize in that way. So I didn't need the Color Soft, but if they love that, that would be a great option for them. If you really want to go all out and you get them a Kindle, you could also get them a subscription to Kindle Unlimited. A full year long of access to Kindle Unlimited reads for someone that doesn't have it would be such a great gift. Or you could do an Audible membership if you know they like listening to audiobooks. That would also be a really generous gift. You get 1 credit a month and they can listen to all the audiobooks that to their heart's content. We've all probably seen this online, and this is like a really cute idea. A bookstore date. What this entails is you take this individual to the bookstore and say, I'm setting a timer for 5 minutes. As many books as you can carry, I will purchase for you. Now be careful, because if this individual you're purchasing for is strong, you might be in deep. I want to preface you that books can cost up to $30 per book. So keep that in your brain before you do this project. But it could be a really, really sweet way if you want to treat someone, take them to the bookstore and do this activity with them and record it for them too. That's an important part of this because I really do think they would appreciate that. This is kind of a crazy one. I was sent these for a partnership that I did, but they're super cool. These are the soul readers. Right, I'll get that later. Essentially, these are glasses, right? You put them on, it's like your Kindle screen is in here. Right now I see the words, love the palpable high blood pressure of the collective whole during the morning commute. The summer humidity, the added obstacle that you slice through during a brisk power walk to your destination. I couldn't be making this up if I tried. Can you see it? You might be seeing nothing. And if that's the case, that's crazy. This is just a sick gift as a reader. Like sometimes I'll just be sitting there reading and the remote that fell across the floor is what you use to turn the page. So you just sync it up with your Kindle and bada bing, bada boom. Okay, now let's talk about really thoughtful gifts. This is personally my style of gift giving. I think you could also blend any number of these together, but I think thoughtful gifts really just show that you know a person well and you care about them. So this is kind of the section I'm the most excited for. Have you ever seen a book cart? They kind of look like this. You can get them easily, a lot of stores, Amazon. And a lot of readers use this as a TBR cart. This is normally a pile of physical books they plan on reading soon. They're their next reads. And a lot of readers put all those books on here. So you could either get them just the cart, you could get them the cart, and you could get some books you could get them the cart and books that you know they want to read. You could add some snacks to it. You could add some stickers to it. This is another place a lot of readers put stickers. This would be such a sweet thing to get as a gift. And know that someone's paid attention enough to know, like, there are some books that you might really love to read, and here's a few of your favorite snacks that I know you always eat when you're reading. This would be like, wait, you listen? There's a lot of shops that sell this, but you could also get them a candle that smells just like favorite book characters or a place in a book. I will link below a few different options you could choose from, but essentially if you know they love a specific book or story, type that in and type in candle and just like Google and see what comes up, and you can purchase a few different candles. You can do a set, you can do a bunch of different ones. Or if you're feeling a little bit crafty, you could either make your own candles or purchase some at the store. Maybe you go to TJ Maxx and you find candles that you think smell like characters and make your own labels and put them on if you're familiar with those characters. I poured some candles previously and did this for one of my friends and gave her a set of 5 candles and labeled them to smell like all of her favorite book boyfriends. And I was really proud of that gift. But if you don't know how to make candles at home, just go to like a TJ Maxx or something, find some candles and like make stickers that you can put over it that say who it's supposed to smell like. this is still a really sweet gift, and you could get any number of candles, or of course, you could go to a store that specializes in making candles smelling like characters. Sometimes authors will describe this in their books, and these sellers really take notes and try to make it smell just like that. This one will take a little bit of time, but I would sob if someone did this for me. An annotated copy of my favorite book. So what this would entail is you hear them talking about a book, you get that book, you get some annotation tabs, a highlighter, maybe a little pen to write in the margins, and all your thoughts that you're having that you would want to speak to them if you were sitting next to them reading it, you add to that book. Receiving a book of like your favorite copy and it's just filled with notes of someone, and knowing they took the time and energy to read it and want to document all their thoughts for you, oh my fucking God. Yeah, if you want someone to love you, that's the move to do. Forget spending all this money and stuff. Like, I personally would prefer this as a gift as opposed to like the bookstore date, which like in its own is like such a crazy cool one. But this would really tell me that someone like cares about me and knows me. If you know that they collect a certain type of book, for example, I collect Peter Pan books. I've also been trying to fill out my collection of Tinkerbell Pixie Hollow books. You could try to get your hands on some of them for them. There's different websites you can go to, like thrift books and stuff like that, where you can find secondhand books that are maybe harder to find, as opposed to like just going to Barnes & Noble and picking up a copy they could find any day of the week for themselves. So doing a little bit of work and making sure that they don't already have it, that would be such a sweet gift. If you want to do more of an activity, sometimes it can be difficult to do that with a reader when all they want to do is read. You can get one of these really cute book nooks for them to put on their bookshelf, and then let them choose an audiobook of choice, and you guys can build the book nook together and listen to the audiobook. So it's kind of like a date night that you've planned for you. Can I speak? It's kind of like a date. It's kind of like a date night that you plan for you guys. And it doesn't even need to be like your significant other. Like, this would be really sweet, even like my best friend doing it for me. I would love that. Actually, my best friend and her husband did build me a book nook as a gift one year, and it's sitting in my room with all my poetry books, and I love turning it on at night. It is so cute. I will say though, from what they said, these can be a little bit difficult to build. So if you're someone who likes Legos or are not bothered by like building IKEA furniture, this might be more up your alley. They did say it put tension on their marriage. And I think he was the one who ended up doing most of the building, and my best friend was like, fuck this, I'm over it. Regardless, amazing gift. And I kind of liked that they built it for me too. I can't lie. The year they gave it to me was the year I moved into this house and was doing renovations. So if I had to build one more thing, I probably would have crashed out. And if you're unsure what books they want to read or what books they've read and loved, I'd never condone looking into someone else's stuff. But if you go to their phone or computer and look for Goodreads, it looks like this, or Storygraph or whatever it is that they use, and you go to the account, okay? Go to their profile, and then head on over to the books that they've read and the to read. So the read profile will be all the books they've read, and you can see like how many stars they've given something, or if they've added any notes to it, and get a vibe for which ones they love the most. And then the to read are all the books they want to read. So if you want to fill out the book cart and put books on there that you know they want to read, that's where those will be located. Again, I don't condone this, but if you're in a friendship or relationship or whatever it is where it's not an issue and you share phones willingly, this is where you're gonna go to find that information. And if you know some books that they loved previously and you wanna comment them and I can help you brainstorm other books that might be a good fit, I'm your girl. And I'm sure other people will jump in the comments as well. I really hope this video was helpful, and at the very least you just sat here and listened to me yap for a while, which must have been super fun for you. And I hope to be doing more of these videos soon. I've been bullied into it, so alas, here we are. You're welcome. Happy holidays, happy birthdays, happy celebrations, whatever it is you're using this video for. And if you're new to me because the person in your life sent you this video, hi, hello, how are you? It's nice to meet you. All right, I'm off to go read. Bye.